That's right.
It's me.
And we're back.
And we're back. You know what? This is a weird show. And I'm going to tell you, listeners, you can't see this, but the table is very bare. And this is the very first show I've ever done with Tommy where we don't drink coffee.
And we want to wish everybody a happy day.
Coffee day.
And we are in Rockland County, New York, ladies and germs. I'm Mike. You're Mike. I'm Tom Osa.
Wait. You're Mike? I'm Tom. No, wait. The other way. We're having a day, folks. We're having a day.
Like no, we're not. We're actually having a
morning
day.
We're having a morning.
And 3, 2, 1. Thank you, everybody, for joining us at AM Rockland's News. My name is Tom Osa.
And I'm Mike Kluger.
And we appreciate you being here today. We got a lot of things to cover.
Like that.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn you, damn dirty people that just freaking messed that up. Why? Why?
That was you.
I messed it up?
Weren't you supposed to hit the button?
No, I make it sound like I have a big team that does it. It's just me pushing buttons on this board.
Watson was supposed to push the button.
We need a producer for this.
We do.
I've had it. We absolutely need a producer.
Who wants to be our producer, listeners?
We have jumped the shark in terms of the...
How can they sign up to be our producer?
Well, what you do is you contact us at rocklandweb.com/jobs, and there's a form that you can fill out, and you can apply to be a producer of this show. Now, obviously, it's like one of those things where, Mike, we can't do everything, right? We have a ton of sponsors that we want to thank in order to be able to do this show, and it's very appreciated that, I mean, you know, let me just go to the list right here just so that everybody gets a vibe on this. But we first want to thank Yabu Fence Company. Yabu! Located in West Nyack, New York, they can help you with all of your fencing needs. And they have been a family-owned business since 1965, and they can help you with residential, commercial, and industrial fencing. Dana Pest Control, located in Tompkins Cove, New York. The Dana Pest Control family have been helping people get rid of their pests from their homes for generations. Not relatives, Mike.
I mean.
Yeah, so...
And we'll find another sponsor for that.
Check them out at danapestcontrol.com. And a very reasonable and awesome team to help take care of your home. Easy Temp, located in Hackensack, New Jersey, for all your ice machine repairs and your commercial refrigeration. EasyTemp.net. Mike, you want to do the rest of them or a few more of them?
If I can see them. We're at Easy Temp. Kobe Sushi. Oh, my lovely Kobe Sushi. The sushi people who have jazz. They have parties. I got to do the pickleball thing. I can't stop talking about Kobe Sushi and how awesome it is.
Yeah, you covered that pickleball thing.
Yeah.
Like there was like some sort of like an event over there, and
I did not know that there was a pickleball league. Like this, it's a movement.
There's like a whole thing happening here.
For the people who are old, it is like the racquetball of the 80s.
Yes, yeah. So New York Pickleball is going to be showing up in Rockland County, I believe in March, and we're going to be covering that event.
Awesome.
But before that, and possibly after that, head over to Kobe Sushi because they definitely know how to do it right. KobeNewCity.com.
Yeah. If you are looking to move, you should talk to either Suzanne Bova of Coldwell Banker Realty or Lauren Molino Muller of Howard Hanna Rand Realty.
Yeah.
If you have that rumbly in your tummy and it's breakfast time, Whole Shot Bagels.
Yeah, right in Haverstraw.
Whole Shot Bagels. So good.
You helped me. We went over to Westchester. We hopped a train to head into the city to do that story on the Palisades Center. And we stopped over at Whole Shot Bagels.
Right.
I mean, that food is gourmet level.
It really is so good. It's so good. They're open for lunch and for breakfast. Go in, stop in, say hello to Clever, and try his great bagels.
Yep.
Do you know about 99 Signs?
You know, what I've heard is that a business without a sign
is a sign of no business.
And if you don't have a sign in front of your retail establishment, or if you don't have a banner at your musical event, or if you don't have a billboard advertising your commercial services, contact 99 Signs. You could go to 99signs.com and ask for Greg. He is an awesome dude. He helped us with Rockland Music Fest with the banners over the stage and stuff.
And you just skip to the list. Rockland. Well, we have to add FC Perfection Auto Body Repair in Congress.
My man Frank, I talked with him on Friday.
And Clean Space Management Company.
Yes, Tony D'Elia. And, you know, when I had to get rid of a lot of clutter in the downstairs basement area of my house, I contacted Tony from Clean Space Maintenance Management, and he came over with like the back trailer.
That's the one who hits your relatives.
Yeah. What? I don't know what you said. I was on a roll, but what'd you say?
That's how you get rid of your relatives.
You could. Well, I mean, I don't know anything about that. The half Italian of me, 44% Italian. The 44% Italian of me is just going to be.
He's getting precise. He must be German.
Forget about it. So Tony D'Elia can take care of all your. We've been announcing Clean Space for literally like about 4 months, and the moment that you hear an Italian term connected with a place where you can get rid of stuff, you went there.
Well,
you went there.
I mean, it was an easy leap. It was an easy leap. Hold on, folks.
What the flying dude? I feel so. At the same time, I feel so racially discriminated and so honored. Thank you. It makes me feel tough. It does. And ladies and gentlemen, and those of you of Italian heritage on this particular day and time, I just want to let you know you're holding the line quite well. So continue, my friends who have immigrated in from other locations like Italy and wherever you're coming from. Let's continue to legally make this the best place to live. Hopefully the good Lord above agrees on that.
You're talking about Rockland County, right?
Yeah.
Well, you
and
forgot.
Also, if it doesn't work, use Clean Space Maintenance Management to get rid of things.
And do you know who puts the rock back in Rockland?
I am told that it's a particular music festival.
Well, they do. And do you know where they play? Where? They play at New York Boulders.
Exactly. The New York Boulders are our 2026 premier sponsor, and we cozied up with them when we were doing Rockland Music Fest 11. And we also have a new sports show that happens on Wednesdays with our host, Tom Brady.
No, not that Tom Brady.
It's the Tom Brady of Rockland County that has a sports performance coaching company. And by golly, he can coach people with performance about sports.
Well, and we can talk about sports.
Yes.
Which we do a little bit. Tom and I do not know. Do you know more about sports or cannabis?
I don't know about this cannabis thing. I don't know. I don't know about this cannabis thing, but I do have to say, and I was at the ribbon cutting for 202 Cannabis over in Garnerville, and I have to say, by golly, I mean, these are the salt of the earth individuals and they have bud tenders there, from what I understand.
Well, and they are not just tenders; they are educators.
They do. They educate on safety, safe consumption. They're the first drive-through legal cannabis dispensary in all of Rockland County, and yet they still profess the message to pick it up, bring it home, FYI, and then enjoy a good night hanging out or working out or playing video games or really anything, reading a book.
Certainly playing music.
I'll tell you, I've heard stories of people using, cannabis, and they'll sit and they'll read books, and they will really intellectually, deeply understand the meaning that the author was trying to convey. So from what I understand,
I think that depends on the author, because if you were reading Hemingway, you have to go get stupid drunk.
Yeah, and that goes back to what are you consuming,
right?
So 202 Cannabis, they're helping you to consume at an intelligent level that you can feel comfortable with yourself, but still get that euphoric feeling or that relaxed feeling or whatever mood that the bud tender can help you to create.
What I like that the bud tender will guide you in is when you walk in, there's a lot of products from a lot of places. Mm-hmm. They're all from New York State. And it's a little overwhelming of why would you choose one over the other or this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
They were really well educated in the product.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the product lines, and that was really nice.
Yeah, and the really good group of. It's a family-owned business, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So those are our sponsors. We actually got a lot of news happening.
Well, hold on. I would like to plug my new spotlight of small business.
Right. Yep.
And specifically Tapped In. Mm-hmm. Now, we have met with John from District 96 Burger Loft in Nyack and in New City. Go get a tasty burger and all sorts of tasty beer. And just this last night, I met with Nick of Noble Experiment Brewing
in West Nyack.
In West Nyack.
That's if I'm reading this correctly, because I actually did some consulting work with the previous brewery there,
which was Two Ladders.
Two Ladders Brewing. Jeff and forgive me, gentlemen, but I forget the name of the second owner. But you guys were awesome. But it sounds like you turned over the operations to the new establishment, so it's called.
It is called Noble Experiment Brewing.
Okay, all right.
And I had the Irish Red Ale, and it was very tasty.
All right.
And Nick's a great guy, and you should go say hi to Nick and tell him that you heard about his place from our show.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to do an interview with him?
Absolutely. I'm hoping you can come with me.
Sure, absolutely. We got the mobile unit for the podcasting. We're bringing it in next week. Mike, you'll notice the bag right by that door over there.
He's got a case, folks.
Holding that particular mobile podcasting unit. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
Right now,
I do have to tell you,
wishes.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of things in the works that can't be explained right now, and we're just gonna have to act like we're them country bumpkins until you see what happens this year.
Country bumpkins.
Wild ride. Mike, you want
country and western?
Mike, do you want to do the weather?
Well, I am a hippy dippy weatherman. So here's your hippy dippy weather, man. All right, it's Monday. It's going to get to 41 degrees. It actually feels balmy out there. Like tomorrow, it gets even warmer. We're almost to 50 tomorrow.
50 degrees. Oh my.
Like winter, I think you're drunk. Wednesday,
I think it was passed out for about 2 weeks.
Well, in ice and snow, yes. We are expecting snow over the weekend, and it looks like lots of snow. A little snow here and a little snow there. Friday into Monday, a little snow everywhere. Friday into Monday, folks. So get your shovels ready. Go get your salt ready. Go get ready for more snow.
Yeah, basically in the still tired condition I am in because I had a late night. We went to see a Stevie Nicks tribute band over at the Turning Point.
Oh, cool.
But I'm looking at
the Rockland County establishment.
Of course, in Rockland County. So I'm looking at the forecast, and basically all I see is clouds.
Yeah, it's a little dreary.
Clouds.
It is dreary.
Right?
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? What that means is there's going to be a flip around when I'm guessing, like March 15th to March 30th.
The odds.
Weather is going to start changing.
I mean, as it does.
Yeah.
As it does.
It does happen.
I am already growing my seedlings. I have many friends around Rockland who are great plant people. I have one friend who planted 500 onion seeds already.
Oh, wow.
He is a crazy onion guy.
That is preparation well in advance.
Well, he is focused on his favorite vegetable, and then that's what he's doing. I mean, I use onions just about everything I cook that doesn't have sugar in it, and even some that do.
The thing that I find interesting about agriculture, and obviously you're more of a person that really dives deep into the science and the art.
Yes.
Of gardening.
Alchemy.
Yeah. I played Farming Simulator, which is not the same thing, but I'm very interested in the charts as far as the timeline from seed to harvest. And the timeline is all different for each type of vegetable or.
Correct. So there's a company called, and this is not a sponsor, they can if they want, Hudson Valley Seed Company. Not only do they have awesome seeds that that will grow around here because they are the most local seed company to Rockland County. They have beautiful artwork on all of their packaging.
That's cool.
I have a couple of posters from them that have the exact charts you're talking about. So we'll bring them in.
Please,
Well, if you want to go check them out, I found them at HudsonValleySeedCompany.com, I think.
Okay, yeah, let's find that web address. If there was a producer here, I would turn and say, hey, write down that web address, and we're going to get going on.
So,
all right. So I wanted to, yes, go ahead with that.
So there are lots of ways to get into gardening, and you don't have to start with, you could go to the dollar store and get something cheap. Because if it's your first time out, don't spend a lot of money. Just try it. You spend a lot of money as you gear up, right? that farm simulator, you should be gardening for 10 years before you get to the level where you're having tractors and farms and all that.
Right.
Buying dollar seeds from the dollar store and just seeing what works. As I drive around Havistraw, I see lots of like little corner lots where some people are growing stands of corn and all that. And it makes my heart sing a little bit. It does. It does.
It should. You know, and in all seriousness, like, you know, that culture of being able to create things in advance is freaking amazing.
Well, we are here at the technological place that we are because we discovered agriculture.
Yeah, absolutely. It all started with the foundation,
beer,
if you will. All right, so we have like about 20 minutes to go, and I have a few stories that I wanted to bring up, and it actually has to do with a topic that was supposed to be last year's main focus of Rockland's news.
Okay.
And it's springing up again. You know, look, the joke is that we make plans and then God laughs at them.
Yes.
Okay. So that, to start off, what I'm about to talk about is an interesting one. So basically, over the last few weeks, there's been a convergence of residential housing decisions that have started to take place in Rockland County over the last few weeks.
What do you mean?
Well, so I'm going to try and get meta about this a little bit. Just as an observer, I want to very clearly identify that. I'm observing something, and we're going to have to bring some experts in to really talk about the numbers and yada, yada.
Okay.
But so first of all, I'm going to bring up the SAIN building, SAIN,
which is across from the county
Rockland County Courthouse. Yeah. So there are
New city.
Yeah, there's some developments that are happening over there, and you can go to Rockland County Biz Journal in order to go deep on this one because we didn't cover this story. It's a really good article talking about the future of what the SAIN building is going to look like, and really they're looking at 3 proposals for residential housing in that area.
Is there any rooftop gardening on that?
You'll have to contact them about that. I don't know because I'm an observer. But that being said, and I hear what you're saying, of course. Right. So basically, that is going to be probably, opined and debated over the next few months, and decisions will be made. Public hearings are scheduled, of course.
Now, for some background questions, this is a county building?
It's a county building, yeah. So anything that happens has to be, there's going to be a level of subsidization and basically aiming to make sure that the housing complex is built in the best possible way. Okay. So that's one piece. The second has to do with and I went to a meeting, was it last Thursday over in Havistraw at the Havistraw Community Center.
Okay.
And the Havistraw Chair Factory site.
Oh, this has been the buzz.
Yeah, buzz.
So they've been, folks, if you don't know, there is a big proposal to put a
$450
million?
No, 450 person.
Person.
$450 million would be like the blank complex in Atlantic City.
Right. Well, from the images that I've seen of the plans and proposals, they're putting this really giant thing right on a spot that hasn't been used in like 100 years. It's been basically overgrown woods and a homeless camp.
Right. What?
There's homeless people there.
Where?
In the chair factory.
Oh, no. I understand. I know that part.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, those people will obviously be displaced, so they will have to have a place to go, right?
Well, you know what? That's an big interesting point, because that wasn't brought up at the meeting.
That there's homeless people living there? Yeah, I mean, come on.
No, and I'm not knocking it. I mean, quite frankly.
No, that the people didn't think that.
Well, I mean, it's talking to the audience that's there, and you're right. You're 100% right. Hey, listen, one of my favorite movie scenes, and I know it's a scene, okay, but I think it kind of evokes the feeling as well. Nirvana's Something in the Way.
Okay.
At the beginning of the Batman movie, where he's going underneath the bridge, kind of like Red Hot Chili Peppers, So I believe me, I am with it, and it's actually a good thing for us to follow up and gently mention to the developers early on in the process. so that there's a plan to make sure that
the displaced population actually has a safe place to go.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm glad you brought it up.
Good. Because I'm a humanist first.
And there's nothing, I mean, that's awesome. I don't know much about humanism. All I know is that
we're human. You're not a human?
No, we're human.
Then you can be a humanist.
Well, I know, but I didn't study the philosophy of humanism.
You believe all humans are humans?
Wouldn't everybody?
No.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Sometimes they get weird color specks in their eyes.
So I'm at this meeting on Thursday.
Tell me about the Rockland County meeting on Thursday.
And generally speaking,
this is the same. No, we're going back to the chair factory.
Right. Yes. Okay. So
and there is no chair factory. That is just what the last building was on the plot of land. So when you drive by, it's just a stand of trees.
Exactly. Yeah. So the developer, the lead developer for the company Impact, was basically talking about how the complex was going to be built. And just for those of you that are listening, the Haverstraw Chair Factory site is overlooking the Hudson River. All right. Now, there's a lot of stuff that has to be done between now and literally 3 years from now for this facility to be built. But from what we gathered from the meeting, and there was a question and answer time as well, Ryan Porter, who's he's the director locally of this project, and Impact is the lead developer along with Penrose. So basically, they were talking about it's about a 3-year timeline in order to build up this complex, and it's going to hold approximately 400. I want to say 425, but it could be 450. I got to get my numbers right with the next story that we're bringing up about residential. But basically, he said it's going to take a 3-year timeline, and he did answer questions from the audience. One of the most interesting moments of the question and answer session, Mike, was when there was a woman in the audience, and she was basically asking about the parking situation. Mm-hmm. How many parking spaces were going to be acceptable for the complex? And Ryan said that the number is 538.
Okay.
So, and what the young lady had mentioned, she's like, "Is that enough?" And and they had a really interesting back and forth. We have the video on that. That's going to be on Rockland's News later on today about the back and forth that was occurring. And I found it to be an interesting moment because everybody was listening.
About parking spaces?
No, about the interchange between Ryan and the person that was speaking. And it came out later on, but there was definitely, let's just say, the person that had asked might have had an opinion prior to that. But the way that the exchange happened, and it wasn't like heated, like, I don't like you, I don't like you.
Right.
Like, they were really debating the facts. They weren't debating each other, but they definitely had different points of view based on whether 538 parking spots was going to be acceptable. According to Ryan, he said that they did national studies about this. So probably met the metric, and he said they raised 10% over that. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting 3 years with that development in Haverstraw.
And here's the problem I have with the national study.
Yeah.
We're not the nation. We're Rockland.
That's right.
So why are you giving us a national number when we need a Rockland-centric number?
We'd have to pull some local data. But I guess there are Westchester properties that is owned locally by colleagues in the field. So maybe they can pull one of those.
But okay, so at least call us Hudson Valley. Now, because telling me what's going on in Iowa or in Wisconsin has no bearing on what's going on in the Hudson Valley.
Well, I do know that Wisconsin has great cheese. Like,
they are
fantastic.
The cheesiest. And they have I believe, the oldest NFL team.
Right? The Green Bay Packers. Yep. They won Super Bowl 1 and 2. Are we allowed to say Super Bowl? Super Bowl.
I mean, a superb owl?
We are going to the superb owl party.
Or as the 85 Bears sang, a Super Bowl of chocolate ice cream.
Most def, man.
When they were doing the Super Bowl shuffle.
So it's going to be really interesting. The Impact and the Haverstraw Chair Factory site project. It is subsidized by Empire State Development. That's a New York State agency. So they're going to get some money from that. North Rockland Central School District reportedly has been amenable, at very least, to their pilot program. Porter indicated, that's Ryan Porter from MPACT, indicated that in return, the North Rockland Central School District was going to get a plethora of taxes coming in to the Central School District. So I think overall that's a good thing.
If we have more people, we need more resources. Yeah. That's just the way it is.
Now, on the flip side, of course, Town of Haverstraw Supervisor Howard Phillips has indicated consistently that it is going to cause significant infrastructure problems. And to that end, the Town of Haverstraw at the current moment has not decided on offering a pilot program for their part of the equation here. And we're going to have Town of Haverstraw Supervisor Howard Phillips on in the next few weeks. And also we'll have Ryan Porter, because we want to look at everything.
What about Mayor Mike Kohut?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I did. When I was at the meeting, Kohut was right in front of me. He was speaking with the young lady that was talking about the parking issue.
And how is Mr. Mayor Mike?
Mike is awesome, and he always is, and he always will be. All right. And remember,
what a great guy.
Yeah, we love him, and and he's gonna be on the show as well. I mentioned to him. I don't have to give him my card because he knows me. I was like, hey, you want to be on the show in the next few weeks and talk about what's going on? And he said, yep. He's a man of, I'm gonna say, few words, but he is a man of purpose and action. And
and he fights fires.
I dig his purposeful action, man. I dig his purposeful action.
I can tell you one of the biggest things that I've noticed in the political arena that Mayor Mike has done is fight for the Haverstraw Ferry to be more serviceable to Haverstraw.
Absolutely.
And it's still not where we need it to be, but it's definitely better than it used to be.
I think part of that has to do with the ferry dock, and it's so I'm using an analogy just to show Mike, because so apparently because the ferry dock is, let's just say, the depth of water by the shore.
No. We're talking about the amount of routes that are done every day.
I got you.
Because right now you can only during the week you can take the ferry in commuting times back and forth, right? So in the whole middle of the day, no for you. And most of Saturday and Sunday, which I'm told there's a few runs now, and that was the big thing that is the push, is that how are we supposed to both go to and fro that section of the county, right, and use mass transit?
Yeah.
So, because we don't have trains coming, the only trains we have are set fires to our tracks.
No. He's the Manuet train.
I'm referring to CSX making a big mess in Haverstraw and Stony Point.
Don't even get me started with that, because that's one of the reasons why. Because CSX was like, no, you can't have the pipeline next to the train track. Yeah, and it's their property. But honestly, in all seriousness, and we have no affiliation with them whatsoever, CSX, F off. Because now $13 million in damage straight down Route 9W from all of the business drop last summer because, and look, Chippy from Canada, this pipeline was going to go in and be blessed by New York State no matter what. But it could have been down by the train tracks where the trains go slow and a bed bug doesn't always step on an elephant's toe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bed bug step on an elephant's toe?
And George Patanovic, by the way.
Oh, we launched him into space.
No, hold on. No, we haven't, because actually George.
No, Tommy got launched into space.
No. Check this out. Check this out. I reviewed the video of your comments over at Stony Point Town Hall, the meeting last Tuesday, and kudos, good sir, kudos. So hey, détente if necessary. And like I said before, I look forward to speaking with you and dialogue. And he's obviously an intelligent fellow. It's just, look, none of us bat 1,000. Like, we just don't. So look forward to the future whenever that is. Don't wait too long.
Circling back to my friend, your friend, Mayor Mike Kohut.
Yeah, and then
I would like to ask him,
Admiral's Cove.
just for the record, how many track fires that the fire departments had to go clear in Haverstraw?
Yeah. And we reported on that. Remember in 2024, there was that big fire down by that could have turned into a major.
I want to say it was almost a dozen track fires, and that didn't include the ones that happened in Stony Point.
Hey, here's a thought. Okay. What if we put a water line down there? And that way, if, for instance, there's a fire, obviously I'm kidding. There's no physics that's going to accommodate this. I'm just being an a-hole right now. What if we put some water down there, and if there's a fire, we just release the spigots all over the place?
What maybe if the Big C Corporation would actually tend to its yard, like
yard.
The track fires happen because CSX does not come and clear the brush on the sides of the tracks. The tracks kick sparks. The sparks ignite the dry brush.
Exactly. Well, Mike, I have one more story to talk about.
One more story.
Me, and I hope that I'm not, because sometimes, and it's very interesting between the two of us because I think we give each other the space to, opine. Right?
Well, are we going back to space and George?
No, not at all.
Sorry,
not at all. But this next one is actually very interesting, and I don't know if you noticed, but I kind of aim toward. I try to make Rockland's news something that looks at both sides of the coin. And sometimes we get lucky to talk about really positive things. Sometimes we have to report on some seriously negative things. For instance, locally, 2 Rockland County officers, essentially, they were put away for a long time.
For what?
Well, you can read about it on rocklandsnews.com. But now I have something that is interestingly in the middle of the coin, and it's something that we don't do that much. It's investigative journalism.
Really? I would like to give you, before you get into the serious investigative journalism,
Please.
A fun fact of Haverstraw.
Please do. We have
Did
5
you
minutes.
know
4 minutes, actually.
that not only is the town of Haverstraw the oldest town in New York State, but it also hosts the oldest candy store?
That's right. Lucas Candy is located in Haverstraw, New York. They provide not just for the last 100 years the most quality chocolate that you can have delivered to you in all of the 50 states of the United States. They also have a local tavern right next door. It's a beautiful place, Mike.
I think it's all incorporated into one. And the thing that surprised me, I ordered an ale from Stony Point, and it came with a piece of chocolate.
Nice.
And what I was told is that every time you order a beverage, there is a specific chocolate paired with each beverage that they have.
Yes, there is a chocolate and craft beer pairing. And I get it, because if you're going to have a dark ale, there's a certain chocolate taste that you want to have while you're pairing those two things.
There's a whole book on food pairing, both with beer and with wine. It was written by Garrett Oliver, who is the brewmaster of Brooklyn.
So for those of you that want a catered experience, because they do birthday parties there, they have bands now, they have DJ. It's a really fantastic space. Check them out at lucascandies.com, and you can learn about the tavern, you can learn about chocolate, and you can have an enjoyable weekend. And it's located right in Haverstraw, New York.
Right in Haverstraw, right?
Yeah. So now I want to talk before. Well, actually, Keith is going to get on my case.
Tell Nick and Deb that you heard from us.
Yes, absolutely.
That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, because I got that phone call before,
and he's like,
"Whoa, what is it?"
So
we got to get off at 10:55. We apologize. We hope you have a great day. And I think Mike, you and I can let's learn to get along with our neighbor and really just try to make this a fantastic place in our own local space.
Plant some seeds of hope. Maybe 500 onions.
So here's the story. Wednesday, we're going to be taking a tour of Admiral's Cove, which is the residential complex that is right next to the harbors in Haverstraw and just down the road from the upcoming Impact Chair Factory residential housing complex site. So again, it's right in the middle.
Yeah.
So basically what's happening is over the last few weeks, and if you recall, if you have listened to this show before, a few weeks ago, Mike was talking about, I think it was about agriculture, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, I'm always talking about gardening of some sort.
Yeah, it's a good bet. I get a phone call from somebody over at Admiral's Cove, and it's a residential community. He's like, "Hey, I have a story for you. This place," this is what he said, "is a lot of complaints, 1. 2, shoddy development," he said. 3, poor property management. All right. And over the last 3 weeks, we've been quietly, not talking about it in general because, it's smoke screens, but we've collecting testimonials from the residents that live over there. And if you go to rocklandsnews.com, we've already written about 4 stories about this. These are individual testimonials from people that either have lived there or are living there right now. And we've documented the conditions over there. Now, I don't want to say it's like, I've lived in some tough places too when I was a kid, but this is marketed as a luxury complex.
Wow.
There's heating issues, there's air conditioning issues, there's electrical issues, there's mechanical issues. For instance, the testimony of one woman that her elevator dropped 2 floors. Thankfully, she wasn't injured. And then the elevator was out for quite some time. And there's a lot of, let's just say, unfavorable conversations with property management. Wow. So you can learn more about it at rocklandsnews.com. We are looking at both sides of the story, Mike. I'll be initiating a tour with the representatives of Admirals Cove at 12 noon on Wednesday. And we're going to be just recording the findings and just really looking at it from a point of interest. And I have to say, I don't know which way this story is going to go, but I think at this point, 4 parts of the story in and probably some more, I think we're going to be following this to the end of the overall story arc.
Awesome. So, listeners, if you have any concerns about anything in Rockland, please contact us at
rocklandnews.com/alert. And we are taking information from various individuals. Those of you that are living at Admirals Cove currently or previously, if you go to any one of the stories, at the bottom of the story is a form to contact the reporter. I am the reporter on this story.
And on the scene.
Apparently, yes, like Anchorman, but hopefully in this case, less funny.
But also, listeners, if you
because
have
how could I ever get less funny?
If you have any new concerns, also, same place, rocklandnews.com/alerts.
Yes. And thank you for those of you that have been checking in today. Here's our finishing song, and then we're going to thank our sponsors together.
La, 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 la.
On this happy day. We'd first like to thank Yabu Fence Company. Yabu! Listen to those harmonies. Dana Pest Control, located in Tompkins Cove, New York. Easy Temp in Hackensack, New Jersey.
Kobe Sushi.
With their jazz music lounge, music on Wednesdays and Saturday nights, man. It's a scene.
Susan Bova, Coldwell Banker Realty. Lauren Molino Muller, Howard Rand Realty.
She's a fabulous woman.
The tastiest bagels, Whole Shop Bagels in Haverstraw, New York.
99 Signs, FZ Perfection, Clean Space Maintenance Management Company, and
the Rockland Music Fest, and
the New York Boulders baseball team.
May they keep the rock in Rockland.
See you next time.
Plant some seeds.
Happy day.